about before. He's angsty, he's a sunshine boy. The thing is, they are both orphans and are both incredibly lonely and ostracized from the village they live in for very different reasons. So they don't really know how to interact with people like normal people. They both care a lot about each other, and Sasuke actually sacrifices his life to save Naruto the first time they go out on like a mission. They are really drawn together and are best friends, but they don't like to admit that they are best friends. Next slide, please. They kiss. This happens in episode 3.
Yeah.
This is an accident. It's like a goofy, funny haha, and it would stay that way if they didn't keep mentioning it every other episode. I cannot stress to you, every single time these boys have a flashback of when the times were good and things were fine and nothing was awful. This is always brought up. Every single time. Every single time. It's even in the openings. I can't stress to you how many times it's brought up. Last week, when it was the Naruto anniversary and they remade, they reshot and reanimated all the key scenes from the anime, they included this! Oh. I don't know why, if it was supposed to be a funny haha, they keep bringing it up. But I guess that's the way it is. Next slide, please. This is from the manga with a Q&A with Sasuke, where they ask, what did Naruto's kiss taste like? Was it like lemons? And he goes, no, more like miso. But, not that I remember, what did I ever do to Naruto anyway? Which implies that he didn't know Naruto kissed him on accident. Which is something to think about, because he is a classic tsundere. Next slide, please. They have a big gay fight at the end of OG Naruto. And the reason for this is that Sasuke wants to leave the village and basically become a villain. And so he can be strong enough to kill his brother. The only thing holding him back is his friendship to Naruto. He sees it as a weakness, as the one thing keeping him tied to the village and stopping him from completing his goal. So he decides that Naruto has to die. This is not very straight. The fact that Naruto is the one person he cares about, and he's like, I care about you too much. You have to go. And Naruto here is always like, you are my best friend, even though you're always actively trying to kill me. I care about you more than anyone else in the world, even more than my father figure. So they have a big gay fight. And, next slide please.
Be my miso soup.
What did I do?
Oh. This happens at the end of it. Sasuke wins, and Naruto's knocked out cold. He would have died, except he's got crazy regenerative abilities. And instead of killing him, like Sasuke says he's going to do, he just kind of stands in the rain and gets real close to his face and just kind of stares into his eyes for a really long time, and then leaves. Because, that's totally normal. Next slide, please. This outfit.
There's no names, it's good.
This is when they reunite 3 years later, now as teenagers. And Sasuke's wearing this outfit, for one, with his tits out. And they have this whole thing where they just kind of stare at each other for 5 minutes, saying each other's names over and over again. Naruto. Sasuke! And then Sasuke's like, hi, Naruto. And Naruto can't even fucking move. He's just like, oh my god, it's Sasuke. Oh my god, it's Sasuke. And then Sasuke leaves, and then he cries about it. Next slide, please.
But you forgot about Sakura.
We are talking about Naruto and Sasuke here. Throughout, because of plot, they don't get to really connect much, but every time they do, they fight a lot. They fight a lot, and they have another showdown of their big gay fight from the part 1, and it gets pretty crazy. Basically, Naruto is saying, just stop doing all this crazy shit. You're just self-destructing. Everything you're doing is just making yourself feel worse. And Sasuke cannot... Sasuke cannot comprehend this. And he's basically, why do you keep coming after me? Why do you keep following me? Why do you keep trying to stage an intervention? And Naruto's like, because you're my friend. And Sasuke can't say anything to that. He just can't. Next slide, please. These two are canonically soulmates. This is not a joke. They meet the fucking ancient sage, whatever, and he's like, yo, you two are reincarnations, and you've been, like, reborn throughout history, and you're literally soulmates destined to reappear throughout time. Next slide, please. They have soulmate marks. They have soulmate marks on their hands. Sasuke's the moon and Naruto's the sun. Yes indeed. Next slide, please. In their Big Gay Fight Mark 2, they actually blow each other's hands off. Through, ninja magic power shit. Which happened to be the ones that had their soulmate marks on them. But then, during their fight, the world was actually ending. And they had to hold hands to perform the ninja magic spell to save the world. They saved the world by holding each other's hands after they blew their arms off.
Oh, wow.
Wow.
Next slide, please.
Wow.
As Laura designed to talk about Boruto, the next gen series, this also happens in it.
Wow.
They are both straight married with children. Yikes, I know. But they both left to get milk one day and never came back. Naruto is always in his office and never goes home to his children, which is weird. Sasuke leaves the village and only comes back every couple of years, and then when he is back, he's always in Naruto's office for some reason, instead of with his wife and child. Okay, alright. And then, big gay dip in the middle of, your ninja fight, which is totally fine. Also, they spend more time with each other's kids than their own. Like, that isn't sus as hell. Also, Sasuke canonically calls Naruto his one and only. And when Naruto keeps calling Sasuke his friend, Sasuke is always like, yeah, you keep saying that, but what do you actually mean? You keep calling me your friend, but I don't think you think you're my friend. And so Naruto just plainly says, whenever I see you hurt, it hurts me.
Oh.
And that's as bare bones as he can get. And they lie there with their arms blown off, slowly bleeding out, content to just die there, happy, with each other on the same page for once. They don't actually die because someone does come and save them. But they are always goal-driven. They are always the pinnacle of, I cannot die until I complete my goal. But throughout the entire series, they keep saying over and over, I am fine to die if it is with you. And that is pretty insane. I don't think that's straight. And I think Naruto is a gay love story disguised by all the punching and the fighting.
Gotcha. The
Yeah.
hidden leaf of the closetness.
Yes.
So what I got from all of that is they were great roommates, and one of them died a few months after the other.
Read your meetings now, finish it off.
Yep. That was everything. Thank you for listening to me. I have this picture of baby Sasuke.